What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Jungle Gyms podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Jungle Gyms podcast. Settle in a long winter's cap because this is a big episode. That's right, it's holiday time, and we're going to do an entire Swedish Julbord thanks to our pal Sebastian, who you may remember from coming on the show a couple weeks back, or a couple months back, rather. I don't know how time works, to talk to us about Swedish culture. So this time, he baked a bunch of stuff, all using ingredients sourced here in Jungle Gyms to make us a full Swedish Julbord. So we're going to go through that. We're going to try a bunch of things. This is a great time that if you're listening to the audio-only version of the show, you'll still get something out of this. But come on, don't you want to see what the ooey gooey chocolate cake, I can't pronounce it in Swedish, and keep my job. You'll find out why towards the end of the episode. But you should definitely tune in to us on YouTube. And, of course, this week we've got other fun content, right? I dressed up in a Santa Claus suit and gave out a bunch of gifts thanks to our department managers here who were kind enough to join me in this. It's a lot of fun. That's the kind of content we're going to be putting out on YouTube still, so make sure you check that out. If you go to YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so that you know when we release a new video, and if you're really cool, you'll leave us a comment on any video that you're watching. I just want to get our engagement up. It'll be fun. And if you're listening on the audio show, hey, go ahead and give us a review on Apple Podcasts if you listen there. I believe Spotify is still also accepting reviews. I would appreciate it. You know, we're in an international store, so there's a lot of holidays being celebrated this time of year. I grew up in a family of a bunch of different cultures. So when I was a kid, they pretty much just let me pick the best one. So, you know, a guy my age dressing in a Santa Claus suit, it's purely out of capitalism. That's what I'm here for, baby. I just like Christmas lights. So for all of you out there, I hope you have a happy holiday. Enjoy whatever it is you celebrate. I support that. I support you too. I'd love if you'd support me back. And because this is a big episode, I'm actually not going to put a closing piece here. So just when you get there, you'll know. Thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Out in the aisles. I promised we'd come back and do this, and I needed a reason to wear this terrible sweatshirt. So I brought Seb back on the show to teach us all about a Swedish, I'm calling this episode the Scandinavian Christmas. And I brought along with me as well, you may remember him as well, Ozzy's back on the show too. Say hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
Good. We're off to a great start. Okay. Well, Seb, why don't you lead me through this a little bit? When you were here last time, I know we talked about how we just wanted to... Look, I love this, that we get these cultural things. And the reason I brought Ozzy in was because I felt like he was someone in the store that works here that has probably a fairly different celebration in this regard. And I was like, oh, this will be fun for all of us to experience this together. So
yeah, no, it's going to be fun. We're going to try a bunch of different stuff. We don't have access to all the stuff that's usually on a Swedish Christmas table or a Swedish Julbord.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. I saw that expression once at IKEA, and I was like, this is kind of what I was expecting, except this is obviously where we're from. We were going to put it together instead.
Yeah, so we're going to have some pickled fish. We're going to try some desserts, some glogg.
I'm excited about the glogg.
And we got Grandpa Lundqvist's finest, the Christmas soda.
A classic. Thanks for turning me on to that.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of this. And I remember you joked about it last time. You're like, I'll have a good amount of this throughout the holiday season. Right. I'm like, that makes two of us now.
Yeah. So maybe we should start with
Let's
that.
Cheers to the season, boys.
Skål.
What was that you said, by the way?
Skål.
Skål? Love it.
Yes, and then we're trying to remember the flavor.
It's like weedy, floral berry almost. I love it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Oz? Oh, let him sip.
It tastes very familiar, but I don't... Is there like hibiscus in this?
See, I don't. It doesn't say. It mentioned last time
malt.
Yeah, the malt flavor, right? So it's like sugar, caramel, flavors produced by natural hops and malt produced from barley.
Interesting.
Yeah, citric acid, the usual soda things. I love it though. It's like such a simple, perfect little soda that I really, especially right now, while at the time of recording this episode, we've got these on sale. I would assume the Lord of International, Jim Beckett, will probably keep these on sale throughout the rest of the holiday. He knows what he's doing. So beautiful. Well, that was off to a great start. What's the process, Seb? Like, walk me through the order of what we'd be doing.
So, Christmas table or a Julbord is a smorgasbord. That is one word we've given you our language.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. That and ombudsman. Ombudsman.
Oh yeah.
Also Swedish.
What is that? I've
Don't ask me to define that.
Sounds good.
No.
So we've done the soda. We're gonna go what? Glug next.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with some glugg. We got, it's like a mulled wine, but the concentrate you sell here at the store is non-alcoholic.
Cool.
So for our mugs, we've added, you got rum, I have bourbon. Ozzy, you get nothing.
Sorry, Ozzy. Next year when you're of age, you can have that
It's
adult.
okay. I
Well,
promise, Mom. they're
We
not
have
alcohol.
added some slivered almonds and raisins as well.
Ooh, that sounds good. You want to hold yours to camera so that we poured his in the glass so you can see
Yep.
really easily. Perfect.
Look at that.
Well, I'll. What was it again? Skål.
Skål.
Cool.
Cheers.
Wow.
Oh man.
Christmas in a mug.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow.
Yeah, and when you were here last time, you had mentioned a bunch of things, and I think I even made a joke again today where I was like, I think you're going to give me a lot of new holiday festive treat things that I'd like to try. This is great. Yeah, you get like, mulled wine is such a great way of describing it, right? You get those like a little cinnamon in there. There's that clove, maybe orange peel. I feel like is one of the actions.
Probably some star anise.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lot of spices in here, and I love it. I love spice drinks. It kind of reminds me, like I get transported to like the clearance aisle of a Hallmark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In a good way. It's not like a bad way. Like it's a good, like it feels nostalgic for some reason.
Yeah.
It's activating that like nostalgic part of my brain. This is great.
I love that. That's so awesome. Yeah, this is great. This is
Yeah, so this on a cold,
tastes like
cold
Christmas.
night in front of a fire, you know.
just like the perfect drink.
Yeah. So
I love it with the rum too. The rum really, it's like doesn't really overpower it flavor wise.
Yeah. No, I'm a big bourbon guy, so I went with bourbon in mine.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. We could try some gingerbread cookies with this. 'Cause
Okay.
they go well together.
Awesome.
So we have two different kinds here.
I'll hold up the other brand too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that camera, yes. Yeah, we got an orange flavored one, and then we got the originals.
I got the Slater. You want? Should I open both, or do you want to
Oh,
just
yeah,
choose
yeah.
the orange?
No,
Okay.
let's-
We'll give it a little comparison.
Yep.
Everybody take a cookie, place a cookie.
Oh, thank
There you go.
I'll pass these around. Cheers. Thank you. Here's the plain. If you guys want some of those, did you get one already, Seb? Or
Oh, I started a little early, my
That's
bad.
okay.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna go plain first, then I'll go the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
That's a great gingerbread cookie too. I love it. It almost is. It's a little more mild on the ginger end, not as much spice.
Yep.
But I see now why it would pair so well with those.
Yeah, and I like too that they're quite thin and very like
Yeah, get that good snap.
get some ASMR there.
Yeah,
Might
right.
be illegal, but I'm dunking it.
Are you gonna dunk it?
I'm
Oh,
dunking
there
it.
you go.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't do anything. Just looked like a.
Oh man, I see why you suggested the orange one. Oh man, that's great. They remind me a little of like what's popular here in the States, like they're on the airplanes, Biscoff cookies. It kind of
yeah, yeah.
remind me a little
Yep.
bit of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But the orange in there, oh baby, you just ruined regular snaps for me. Thanks.
These taste a lot better than the like British like ginger like little cookies. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
No offense to the British, but
No.
like these are way better in my opinion.
Way offense.
Yeah,
Wait.
I would take the offense. I mean, I read the memes. You know, you see it. It's like they waged war over spices for years and then refused to use them in any of their food.
Hey, British people, these are way better. Okay.
I'm sorry. We truly love you, everyone in the UK. It's
Yeah.
all jokes. Don't be too mad.
Nope. One of
But-
my favorite breakfasts is full English.
Oh
So
yeah,
there you go.
That sounds delicious.
Like a
These are
person?
great. Like a full.
Like
yeah.
an English person?
Yeah, it's slow roasted. All right, you know what I want to see if it pairs well with is the Grandpa Lundquist.
Oh, it does really well.
Wow, I don't want to say better, but like in a totally different way. That rules. Wow, I'm getting more glug after this. Okay, sorry.
Gluggen mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we've done some ginger snaps, we've done the glug, we've done the Grandpa Lundquist soda. Are we going Christmas porridge next?
Yes. Now we're doing Christmas porridge, and if you want to hand me the cinnamon sugar
Ooh, of
sprinkles.
So Nordic cinnamon sugar sprinkle as well. Here you are,
Yep.
sir.
And then I prepared for you today.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, so not only did I should mention that, not only did we carry almost everything here was something that we got in store.
Yes.
And then what was awesome is that you also made some stuff for us. So the porridge being one, and then I'm very excited about the little Christmas cake action at the end.
Yeah, my wife made a Swedish chocolate cake that we'll try later. So thank you,
Mrs.
wifey.
Sebastian.
Yeah. But yeah, so Christmas porridge, I would almost liken it to a rice pudding.
Okay.
Like,
That's what I was eyeballing it, and it reminds me of arroz con leche, which, all the Hispanic people out there, you know what I'm talking about. It even has the sugar on it. I mean, the cinnamon on it, which I do all the time with arroz con leche. So I've been eyeballing that since I got here.
Usually you do it, breakfast, Christmas morning.
Okay.
This is something. Oh no,
That's okay. Thank you.
it fell over.
I'll flip it over with this
Yeah,
fork.
I was gonna say,
Can I use this
didn't
fork?
get that.
Yes.
All right.
That sexy TV shot there, but
Thank you very much.
yep.
We're not here for the sexy TV shot. We're here for reality.
Yeah.
Sometimes your porridge flips over on Christmas
Yeah.
morning.
That's how we do it here. We're badass.
So you can eat this hot or cold.
Okay.
This is probably about room temperature now, but so just rice, milk, sugar, heavy cream.
That's great,
Cinnamon
though.
stick.
Yeah.
Some sugar,
Oh, and the cinnamon really does make it pop too.
and then if you like, some people put some nutmeg in there.
So you said you eat this for breakfast, so it's
Yes.
not like a dessert, or?
No, if we're doing the dessert one, we have something called rice alla malta.
Oh.
So then you would take the porridge, and then you would fold in whipped cream and little orange segments, like the tiny cuties, the
Yeah.
mandarins. Yeah.
Oh, really? That sounds good too.
Yeah.
Wow. I would try that.
I was only asking
This is great.
because, at least in my household and in my family, arroz con leche is usually like after dinner, like kind of like a dessert thing. So it's very interesting that you guys do it for breakfast.
Yeah. But it sort of tastes similar to me.
Arroz con leche is definitely a lot more sweeter,
Okay.
but the consistency is very similar. Like, this is really good.
I love this. It's like a tour of the world.
Exactly. We're going on a little food journey.
Yeah,
here.
it's really fun. Thank you.
Very welcome. So let's move over to our fish.
Okay.
So we have 3 different types of pickled herring.
Okay.
Herring is a big staple food in Sweden, and for basically all of our holidays, you eat pickled herring.
I'm interested. I've never tried it.
Yeah.
Is herring's like a white fish, right? Ish. That's fine.
I don't see fish color, so.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
And then traditionally, people also might do either a smoked mackerel or a smoked salmon. We went with a mackerel that we found here in the store. Mm-hmm. And even though it's German, we'll still eat it.
It's close enough,
yeah,
right?
It's close enough.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Perfect. All right.
So,
So what do we have? I see the rye pieces down there, right?
Yep.
Here, why don't I'll let you walk over and I'll start trying navigating what we're doing as it's happening. Okay. So you guys can see this here. But Seb's got, Seb's got a bunch of, is it on that camera? Okay. We've got a bunch of rye bread pieces that we picked up from our German section. You may remember the TikTok I made a little while back about Hanky Panky and how one of the big companies stopped making the rye toast that you liked. Well, we carry lots of options of it here. And so we went and got some authentic stuff. Here is the actual package. I can't believe I just didn't hold it up to you. I'll hold it up to this camera in the meantime. But it's whole rye bread, so it's really cool. It's in, you can see it's kind of fanned out. But, yeah, whole rye kernels, a little toasted, all famous, all natural famous. So we get your rye covered. So his first layer there, we're going with some butter. We went over to the butter bar here. We're using, this is, I think it's Le Pre was the name of the brand. It's a Belgian butter. It's got sea salt on it. I love the packaging. You can catch, Lucky and I are working on a piece on the best packaging or our favorite packaging in the store. This is definitely one of those items. It's wrapped in an old-timey kind of paper wrapping. They use sea salt in it. And what I thought was so nice about it is that they use so much sea salt to flavor these butters that they've actually got it up here, crusted with different butters. Here, Seb, would you mind showing? There's a lady out looking out the window. I'm going to show her the butter. Are you sure? We got the butter. I just want to make sure that it's there. Okay. It's delicious butter, though. It's one of the best ones I think we've gotten here. Huge thanks to one of the many cheese Tims for getting me hip to the good butters. So we had that. We had Trying to think, but that was the main one today. I've been eating this one at home ever since they told me about it. So, sorry, Kerrygold, you're cut off. You're delicious too, but you know. All right, what do we need? Fork for that? That's the herring.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
How loud do I have to be right now?
Right now, probably incredibly loud. So the other thing is you could just assemble it, and then we'll put it on. I'll still talk through it just in case we decide to use this. So, little piece of herring on there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. So we got butter down first. We got herrings up next. And Seb, which flavor did we use here? Was this just the standard, or was this?
Yeah, this is the classic matcha sil.
Okay. Matcha sil, as I believe how I hopefully didn't butcher the pronunciation.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. This is so fun. I'll just let this ride for a minute while he assembles. All right. Next step here, we got this over in one of our refrigerated cases. This is an international sour cream.
Yes. Yeah, I believe this is from...
Is it Russian?
I think it's Russian.
We believe it's a Russian cream cheese, or
sure.
not cream cheese, sour cream. BioLife is the brand, probiotic. But in Seb's own words yesterday when we went and picked it up, this is the best sour cream ever. So I'm excited to find out about it. This is the kind of stuff you can get at Jungle Gyms, by the way. All kinds of interesting things. You've never tried anything like this. And if you have, well, you're cooler than me.
I have never tried canned fish. I'm a big fish guy.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy the goats of the sea, but
The goats of the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's perfect. They eat cans. I get it.
yeah, but like, oh, you got the plate of green.
Yeah, so what he's adding onto the plate right now, by the way, these are the chives for this one, right?
Oh,
Yep.
chives.
Cool. The dill, there's also dill on the plate, but that comes into a later
Comes
recipe.
from this next one, yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So let's do this.
All right. Right. This one looks chewy enough. Nice tongue.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And then I will keep assembling the other ones.
Sounds good. Do you want us to try this, or you want to just wait a second? We'll just do all the assembly?
I let the
Yeah,
fish
Yeah.
marinate
Okay.
in the air.
Who just called me? Sorry, I'm going to snap a picture while he's starting to assemble here.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate a little bit.
Yeah, go for it, dude. All right, what's the second?
Can you like take a picture of each one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Flash it up.
Yeah, I'll get a good one each time.
So now we have the mustard sauce one.
Okay, so this is a mustard sauce herring, correct?
So then we don't really need the sour cream for this.
Okay.
But we will.
Use a dill. Cool. So on this one, again, we've got what you're seeing here. This is this is herring in a mustard sauce. So as Seb was saying, in case you couldn't hear him, that means there's no sour cream on this one. Instead, we put a little fresh dill on there. But again, the base layer is the rye, a little bit of butter, a little bit of that. The presentation's beautiful, Seb.
Thank you. I did not go to cooking school.
It looks like those tiny little fancy like bites you get at fancy restaurants. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's out of my tax bracket. I don't know what to do that.
Yeah. Is that the last one, or is there one more?
Yeah, so this is the last one, and then we're going to go on the smoked mackerel.
Okay.
We'll just get a piece.
Okay. So which was this one that you're doing now?
This is the dill.
Okay, this is the dill herring?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so lastly, what we've got here, this is the dill herring. Again, same base on all of these. Rye bread, a little butter, and then we have the dill herring on there. Are you going to put some of the fresh dill on this as well?
I was going to put a little bit of sour cream and
Oh.
a little bit of dill.
I love it. A little bit of sour cream, a little bit of dill on top. Now, watch him put this together.
And we also have a little bit of onions in this one.
Ooh. I just got a little taste of the mustard from the previous one. I'm very excited about that. That mustard sauce is delicious. And, you know, I will say we did some TikToks earlier this summer. Ozzy, you mentioned about how you haven't really tried much tinned fish before.
Yeah.
It was one of those surprising finds. I think I was being too snooty in my brain for a long time. And then I met a friend who was really into sardines.
Yeah.
He told me all about the sardine subreddits.
That's a thing. Okay.
Yeah. It's I think it's r/tin fish, or maybe r/canned fish. But everything they taught me about was great. And I was really excited to learn about those things in the first place. But then lucky, and I did some TikToks about it this summer. And we tried a bunch of different ones, and they were all delicious. So it's like that thing where I joked, oh, here we go.
Thank you.
The piece de resistance.
I want to get the grayest, slimiest one. Thank you.
Please, besides me. Awesome. All right, let me get that last shot here.
Kind of looks like a dead squid.
Ooh,
No
that's an
offense
appetizing
to-
description. Thank you.
Yeah, dead fish. I mean, like, I don't mean to offend Swedish
No.
people. I'm sorry, but this is all new, and I'm very open to try, and I'm sure it's delicious.
There you go.
But
That's
I'm just referencing. I've seen a lot of more dead fish than canned fish or dead squids. I mean,
Ooh, we got the last. Okay, the last one is just the mackerel
Yeah,
pieces, right?
smoked mackerel fillets in brine and own juice.
Okay, cool.
Not someone else's juice.
Yeah.
Its own juice.
That's right. Yeah, as Seb said, in case you couldn't hear, so the smoked mackerel in its own juice, not someone else's juice.
oh, I
its
think you
own
said
juice.
oon juice, like someone named Oon's juice is
Yeah, oh, him too. Ooned. Classic ooned.
oon.
You just got ooned.
I almost put out my hands.
You just open your mouth like he's
Yeah.
like, all right, mother bird me.
I mean, it already looks chewed up. No, please, Swedish people, don't cancel me. I'm just jesting.
Awesome. That's a fat chunk of mackerel. That's a holy mackerel. All right, got to get that photo too.
I don't have my phone on me.
Sorry. They put this auto macro mode in my phone, which is great
Oh,
until
the-
I'm trying to take a picture of something specifically. Cool. All right. Beautiful. Put it back in the wet fish tray.
Yep. There you go.
I wish I had a spoon. I don't think my fish is slimy enough. That's okay. I'll live with it.
Yep. And then we should also do this. So then we have the
Oh, yes.
crisp bread.
Are you going to hit him with the creamed roe?
Yeah, so this is a sourdough variety of the crisp bread from
here.
Leksand.
You got a picture of it? All right, hold it up here for us. We'll get some shots of it in a second once you're assembled.
Is it still considered bread if it's like that thin and crispy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's crisp bread.
Crisp bread. Yeah,
I
it's
guess
in the name.
Yeah.
So this one we're doing. Okay, so
we
this
have-
is. Yeah, we got this is the Lexans brand. It's crisp bread.
Yep.
And then you've got butter on it, and then you're hitting it with the creamed smoked roe, right?
Yes.
So for those of you not watching, it comes in like a toothpaste tube.
Yep.
And I'm super curious about this. I don't know if I like it or not, but you know what? It doesn't matter if I do.
You know what? Most people don't.
Yeah, I'm going to try it, though.
This honestly seems like the most appetizing. That and the mustard one, it seems like the most appetizing.
I think I'm in for all of them. Worst case, I'm a one bite 'em.
Yeah. Yeah, just one
Still
bite.
side down on the tongue.
I think pink paste just seems really
You're into
appetizing.
that.
I'm into that. I love pink paste. Coming out of tubes.
Thank you,
This
sir.
all looks a lot like something it would be like in a prepper's like bunker or something, which I'm down for. Actually.
Yeah.
Once I'm looking at it that way, I'm pretending like I'm in an apocalypse or something, and I'm not choosing to eat this, but like I have to eat this.
No, and you know what I will say? I keep I say accidentally, but I'm just like, oh, as I, keep off the fingers
Yeah.
as we go, using bad manners, I keep getting little tastes of things, and I'm like, oh, that's actually delicious.
Get your grubby little hands off. We gotta all try it.
You know, I was
okay?
saying that for the guy who ate the ginger snaps at the rest of the party. Okay.
God, I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You call me out, I'll call you right back.
You're
buddy.
right. Yeah, I get that. I am dunking on these Swedish people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've been dunking on everybody there. You've been dunking on donuts.
Yeah.
And then we have one more here again, crisp bread, butter, and then it's the
Salmon pate.
salmon pate.
spread.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, if you do want some dill with the smoked roe one, that usually goes pretty well together.
I'm down.
I'll put some on the side. and see.
Yep.
You know, this is a silly note, but one thing that American manufacturers could do to make their squeezable paste and stuff a little more appetizing is, and it might not show easy in the video here, but it's ridged. You know?
Yeah.
There's like a texture to it, whereas if you were to get something, I mean, I don't know what we have too frequently in the U.S. that's that way, but like toothpaste, easy cheese. Thank you.
Well,
On the other side, because they
Cool.
do look similar.
Yes, thank you.
okay.
But I will snap a separate shot just so we all know what that looks like, too. You know, friends, all of you listening to the audio-only episode right now, you're missing out a lot by not seeing this in action. Yeah, I will.
And yeah, like we said, we picked up almost everything in the store here.
Yeah. Welcome back to the table, Seb. Appreciate
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. All right, so what do you think we should try first?
Let's start with the classic sill. The
Okay, and
classic
that's-
herring.
Okay.
Okay,
the
so this one.
matcha sill.
Matcha sill.
Yeah.
Just so.
Okay.
Go down the hatch.
All right.
That rules. Oh, yeah. That's great. There's a little of the fish funk on the back end, but not much.
There was like once I was biting through it.
Yeah.
For a split second, I was like, "Hey, this was a mistake." But once I get all those flavors in my mouth, and
Be honest.
It's a very interesting flavor. It's quite salty,
Yes.
which I don't mind really,
Yeah.
and it's got a very good like texture, which I didn't believe. You know. I was
Yeah. I love the texture and the sour cream. I didn't think that that was the part I was the most like, my brain was like, huh, sour cream on fish, huh?
Yeah.
And then it makes it scream a little bit, like in a good way. I love that.
Yeah, no, I think that just a little dollop of it is
perfect.
It's perfect for it. So usually we have this with either boiled potatoes or we have that dish that I was telling you about, the Johnson's Temptation.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we didn't have any anchovies in store, so we couldn't make it.
Yeah. That would have been a fun one.
Yeah, I mean it's basically a potato gratin where you do matchsticks potatoes, and then it's heavy cream, onions, anchovy, like tiny little anchovy
Yeah.
fillets, some breadcrumbs on top, and you bake it, and it's
Sounds amazing. Yeah.
A bunch of butter.
Next year. I'll
Okay.
prepare for it. All right, next one. Where are we going
Let's
next?
go to Dilltown.
That was the mustard
clear.
one? Or
No,
clear?
Yeah,
No,
clear
okay.
one.
Squid looking one. Okay,
Yeah,
go.
squid.
The
Squid.
squid looking one.
Going
Yep.
squid mode on there.
I'm eating mine upside down compared to you guys, so I'm trying to get the dill on my tongue first.
Oh, I'm not going expert mode.
I think I like that one even better. The fresh dill really helps a lot, obviously. And that one is dill seasoned, right? Like the fish itself.
Yep.
The onions
Yeah.
do not overpower it, but they make everything else shine better.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It does.
I think that one's my favorite so far. I'll let you get through it. I've been one biting it.
I think it's good. Yeah.
If you're not crazy about it, you don't have to eat it all.
No, I kind of want to.
Okay.
No, you will sit here until you finish everything.
That's a real Swedish Christmas.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's good. I'm always surprised. I like fish, but it's like I don't eat enough of it. So then when I find something like this, I'm like, oh, wow. Again, I like having my horizons open
Yep.
too. Beautiful. How you doing over there, Oz? Feeling good?
I think it's really good. I might not look it, but I'm like enjoying myself. I'm
Good.
just-
No,
I
you're
want
having.
to,
You look like you're having a new experience.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting.
Yeah, some Grandpa Lundquist, you know.
Oh yeah, a little sip of that. Ooh, I bet that pairs well.
It's a nice palate cleanser.
It is. It's got that again. It's that kind of almost like floral. What was the thing we tried? Elderberry last time, right? Yeah, it's like almost
Yeah, the
reminds me of
elderflower,
that a little
yeah.
bit. Elderflower, excuse me. Cool.
Okay, and then we got the
Going mustard?
sauce then. And you're going the sushi route, you know? When you eat sushi, you're supposed to put the
Yeah,
fish on the...
that's kind of how I figured that would be the move here.
You're like...
This is the one I've been dreading. I'm not a big mustard.
Oh,
fan.
really?
Yeah.
This is the one I'm honestly out of the pile. This is one I was the most excited about because I was like dill, and I got a little taste of the mustard.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Not a huge fan of that one. I think it's just the mustard because I don't like mustard at all, and that was way too mustardy for me. So
I can see that, but it's got a nice creamy Dijon. That one was. I thought that was great. All right, so now that's my favorite.
is it?
The previous one was my second
Here
favorite.
we go.
now.
Well, I'm glad that we're,
Yeah, increasing in quality as we go. I'm a little nervous about the next couple.
I mean, I was going to say, now we might take a sharp turn.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm like anticipating. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
those might hang out on the plate.
Let's try the mackerel
Okay.
next. smoked mackerel in its own juices.
Yeah.
This is smacking.
Yeah.
I'm having a ball with this one.
Oh, yeah. It's got there's a great smoke flavor to it.
Yeah, but it's still such a delicate fish.
Yeah, it really is. I wasn't expecting that. The texture is excellent. I have a huge piece. And we still have so much more to go through. So I'm like,
Yeah, this is really good. This one's like amazing.
is that your favorite so far? You'd
This
say?
one's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
This one and the first one.
I feel like this is an easy winner too.
Oh,
like I
think
feel like I
yeah.
could give this to everybody, and they'd be like, "No, I'm into that."
Yeah, I like that there's skin still on it.
Yeah, very little.
Who's outside that we can give some mackerel?
Yeah, right. Who's gonna come eat my mackerel? Jeffrey, you want to eat this mackerel? He gave us a thumbs up, but he's not eating the mackerel.
He looks like a fish guy.
Part man, part fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
now we'll
So
move-
mackerel's a banger. All right, now we're going into the expert
smoked-
mode.
Yeah, smoked fish roll we'll do first.
Excuse me. Smoked fish roe. That was the
Yep.
first one you made, right?
Yep.
This is the Dark Souls of food today.
Yeah, so that's Kellis. You see that happy blonde little kid there?
Yes, look at him. Take it from me. I love you.
Yep.
That looks like a Dark Souls boss.
He really does. You have to roll out of the way. You have to row out of the way.
I feel like hacking and slashing that kid.
Best if used by. It's cod roe.
Yep.
All right, here we
There
go.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the one I'm gonna not really not like, and I definitely took a small bite, anticipating that wasn't gonna be it. That honestly, that's pretty. A little intense on the back end, but still good.
Okay.
It
wow.
is really
I am
really
shocked.
salty.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing I don't really like about it is how salty it is. Did you say dill on this one or was dill
You
on
can
the
do
salmon?
Dill on that one, yeah.
I'm gonna do that a little bit. Too. I want to try that
They
just to
actually,
see.
I don't know if they still make one, but they did use to do a version that had dill in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would try that. What do you think of that one, Oz?
I think it's really, like you said, salty, but I like it.
Yeah. I was anticipating it to be a intensely seafood flavored one. You
Very
know?
creamy. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
It's like
Yeah, that's
something
good.
that would be like on a charcuterie board.
Right.
You know?
Oh, there we go. A little Swedish charcuterie board.
You
That's the
wanna
next
add
thing.
some-
But
Fish.
try drinking something now. That's where it falls apart.
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
What should I try? Do you think I
You
should do
can
the glug or the other one?
It's not going to be.
Oh, man,
it's
no.
not going to be great.
I might have to be tubed up more. I didn't try it with the drink.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's the Swedish toothpaste and orange juice flavor.
So the worst one is if you do caviar or the smoked fish roll and then
Yep.
coffee. That is not good.
Ooh. It could be worse.
Yep.
But it definitely wasn't fun.
Some people, just do like we did, just put it on some crisp bread with some butter or on regular bread with butter. Some people like to put it with cheese.
Okay.
And
It has a kind of almost like, this sounds bad to say, but to me, my first thought is it kind of reminded me of American processed cheese.
Okay.
Because it's like super salty. It's got that creamy texture. And then the only difference really being that then when the actual roe flavor came through, I was like, okay, that's different.
or you can eat it with hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, I actually think that would be kind of good.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh, okay,
That's-
I'm interested.
Most likely my
Like a
favorite.
deviled
way.
Yeah.
egg or
No, more,
Just straight up.
Yeah,
just straight up? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just chop an egg in half and then.
But you just did give me a good idea, which is imagine mixing that in with the yolk to make
Yeah,
a devil.
that's
Like
what I was thinking.
yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And now we got the salmon spread.
Okay. Salmon spread.
buffet.
I put a little dill on mine too. Whatever.
I'll do that.
That one I don't love as much. And it tasted more the way I thought the first one was going to, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I will say, of all of the fish, salmon, for whatever reason, it never really was my favorite. I like it, but it's like, But very similar. You get that soft, nice texture.
Not as intensely salty though.
Not as intensely salty, and instead they crank up the seafood flavor a little bit.
Yep.
So that's a dealer's choice on that one. I kind of like them both.
I am stunned.
Well, dude, that happened when we did the salty licorice
Yeah,
fish too.
that's true.
Let me shout out my boy John at Kiss 107, who might still have salty licorice stuck in his teeth from when we ate it together. But that was weird because I don't really love licorice, and then salting it was the way to make it good. I gave it to a chef friend of mine. He's like, "Oh, it's kind of Moorish." He's like, "I don't think I like it, but as soon as I'm done eating it, I'd like to eat more of it." And I'm like, "All right, I'm
You
into
put
this."
crack in it or something.
Right, you could. That might be part of the secret. That's the salt. You
That's
know,
the salt. The salt. Yeah.
they both come in a white rock. It's fine. Awesome. That was really good. And I'm sitting here going like, I might pick up this mackerel a little bit more. Perfect.
Good. I thought you said you might pick up some crack. Or
So we went through the crackerel. No, we've made it through the hardest portion of the day. I feel like, right? Like the fish
Yeah.
section seems
Oh,
like that
yeah,
was going to
yeah.
be the tough part.
Yep.
Now we're back into
That was
easy
the one.
sailing.
That was the one I was a little bit afraid that you might not enjoy as much as the
I
other
had a
stuff.
good
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to feed all these to Lucky when he's not running camera.
You can have my leftover mustard fish.
So now we're moving over to the hot stuff.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Yeah, it was fun. We made it through the hard part. I almost said tickled, but that is it. Damn it. Pickled and tinned fish.
There you go.
And they were all good. Do you have a favorite of the ones that we tried, Seb?
I prefer the first one, the matjessill.
Okay, the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so just to be clear, too, I know we were joking about this in between takes, but the classic is just in its own pickled brine, right? Like
Yeah,
its own
pickled
juices.
brine and then the special, just to make it a matjessill, it's special spice blend in the pickling. So.
They were all really good, though. I think that smoked mackerel is probably my favorite. The second for me was the mustard one. Yeah, and Ozzy, you're still with the mackerel being top dog?
I think the mackerel one is my favorite. Like I would eat that more often.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Cool.
definitely the one I recommend to like anyone to try. I
Yeah.
think it's the easiest to digest. I guess like it's very appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
so that's some form of smoked fish you usually have, whether it be salmon, mackerel, or some people also, my dad always wants smoked eel
Oh.
for Christmas.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
That's next
Yeah.
year. We'll try that.
there we go. Should we move over to the hot stuff?
Let's move to the hot stuff,
Okay.
baby.
So, can't be a Swedish Christmas without meatballs.
Yeah, and actually, as you get into this, I
Yes.
thought I've been hiding these on the table, but we also do have these fun Swedish cookbooks in our cookwares department. So we have literally everything. So you actually could probably make some of these recipes yourself if you really wanted to be that kind of person. I don't really. I just want Seb to lead. But anyway, so you mentioned Swedish meatballs.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think just touch on the books too. I think it's
Yeah.
funny, especially that they have a book about fika, which is our coffee break.
Yeah.
It's something very sacred for us.
Well, what is so then? Yeah, what's fika?
Well, so you grab a cup of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
at a set time during the day. You grab a cup of coffee, and then you grab maybe like a cinnamon roll or a cookie or something, and you just take a couple of minutes off of work and just have a coffee break, a fika.
America, what are we doing?
That I was just about to say that. Like we need a fika
Yep.
everywhere.
When I had the woman in from Brazil when I first started the show, she
Yeah.
talked about how that was a big thing in Brazil too. She was like, "We take a coffee, we don't have a coffee, we take one." I'm like, I like the aggression first off, and second, yeah, it's one of those things that we get so caught up in the grind that we sometimes forget to, relax and enjoy it.
Yep.
And I'm willing to bet all of you. Well, I see the things all the time about Scandinavian cultures, how relaxed and everybody seems calm and happy over there. I'm like, that might be a little part of it, guys.
I think that a lot of countries do that. Like I know France does that.
yeah.
I think America needs to really step up their game. And
This is us requesting more coffee breaks.
we need more coffee breaks, but
Fika for the people.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so we got Swedish meatballs
Okay.
that we by Lars that we found here at the
Yes.
store, and then we have some sausages that we made into what we call pig's feet. So they're just sausages. It's just the way they're cut.
Yeah, I'll pull one
Yeah,
out so you
pull
can
one
see.
out.
So you can see they kind of have the split ends. They're cute, just like a pig's foot.
Yep. So we call them pig's feet.
What's the Swedish word for it? That was more fun.
Grisfötter.
Yeah, that's way more
Yep.
fun to call it that.
And then we have from northern Sweden and Finland, we have some grilling cheese. So if you want to stab one of those as
Sure.
well, and
Go
show
around,
it to
boys.
people.
Jump in.
Yep.
South America has a lot of grilling cheese. I know that the Dominican Republic and Brazil have a lot of grilling cheese. So,
Ozzy, you
wonder
were
if
the
this-
one oh sorry.
no, yeah, I was wondering if this will taste very similar.
You got me hip to queso de freire,
Yeah, queso de freír.
and that was what that. I'm assuming this is kind of going to be the ballpark of that.
Probably, yeah.
I should mention I made the cheese in an air fryer.
There you go.
That's genius. Oh man, that's stupid delicious.
Yeah, that's great. Taking 2 balls.
Yeah, at a time.
Yeah, of course.
Do the lingonberries go with this, or is this?
Yes, of course.
Patas de puerco.
I'll pass that to you so you can start sliding around.
See, I was just so excited about the grilling cheese. I was like,
I know the grilled cheese is crazy.
Cheese.
Yeah, so we need lingonberries, and then we're also going to have the red cabbage.
Oh, red
Ooh.
cabbage.
So if we have a fork and a spoon.
I see. You see a fork? I thought
This
I
one's
had
got
we got a
glogg
big-
on it.
Oh,
There we go.
Spoon.
Spoon.
okay. Let's go with that. I'll get some lingonberry first, and then I'll wipe it, and then we'll get some cabbage.
Sounds good. And for those of you who are not hip to lingonberry, I know we got some IKEA fans out there. They're always doing fun stuff with lingonberry too, but it's kind of like it's close to the cranberry, right? I think that's a
Yep,
fair
That's fair.
direction.
Never had lingonberry before.
Oh, really?
No, yeah.
I'm snarky all the time, so in my house, I'm like, it's better cranberry.
It's true.
Oh no, those cranberry fans are gonna hate
Hi, everyone.
you.
Yeah, so Seb, so this is all occurring, what? Are you guys doing this on Christmas Day on the 25th? Is this like a Christmas Eve thing?
Christmas Eve is when we celebrate Christmas in Sweden.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Ahead of the curve.
But with my mother-in-law having her birthday on the 24th, I now celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You got to switch it up a little
Yes.
bit. Well, happy early birthday to her.
Yeah.
All right, what have we tried so far? I took a piece of the
Yeah, I
cheese
took
and a meatball.
piece of the cheese too. Now
Yeah.
I'm going for the meatball here. See what Lars can cook up for us.
I was a little worried it was gonna be dry or something, because no offense, but I think it looked a little dry from the outside, but on the inside, it's super moist.
That's that air fryer magic, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we now confirmed you can make
Meatballs.
balls and get his foot in
Yeah.
the air fryer.
Do you eat the cabbage with a certain
With the
bite or
meatball.
just with the meatball?
With the meatball.
Okay.
Or by itself.
I'm into both. You know what? I'm just gonna go full bite on this. A little cabbage, a little Abraham lingonberry. Oh yeah,
That is delectable.
and the cheese is great. I don't know really how to describe it in depth besides being like it's got like a fairly robust white cheese flavor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I was gonna say if you've ever had halloumi, the Greek or
yeah.
Cyprus. Yes.
Yeah.
Cypriotic.
Yeah, it reminds halloumi's a great reference there. The Halluminati.
To all my Latino folks, this is very much just like queso blanco de freír. Like it's very similar to it.
Oh, you know what I bet is delicious is this. But I'm about to do a little lingonberry on the cheese.
Whoa.
Of course, it was good. Like, hey, did you know if you pair two things that are delicious, they both are delicious?
We do have another jam that goes really well with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Cloudberry jam.
Oh yeah. What's a cloudberry?
It's a cloudberry.
Oh,
That's
These are
all I can.
These are fake names. Lingonberry, cloudberry.
It's a
They're not
cloudberry.
real.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm going
The
for the
silent
pig feet.
portion of the meal. What are you going in for? Are you going for
I'm
the?
going for the pig feet, dude.
Yeah,
With
it's
the
delightful.
lingonberry.
Just a little sausage action. Oh, I didn't even think about dipping it in that.
Yeah, I'm just like silently just having a meal now and just
We'll
when you know
speed
it's
through
good.
those clips.
Oh,
no, I want every single. It's an ASMR thing now.
Yeah, we're like, all right, we're chewing into the microphone right now. Today on the Jungle Gyms podcast ASMR, this is Ozzy eating pig's feet.
Yum yum yum.
And everything does. What's been funny is I keep trying. I mean, I know we've joked a few times about it, but I do keep trying either the Christmas soda or the glug, and they pair with both.
Yep.
Before we move on to the next section of food, even though we've gotten through all this stuff and we're joking about my, I'm switching languages here. I know earlier we joked about certain words that maybe don't translate well. Like, so obviously ombudsman was one that we just sort of stole and we're like, that's just what the meaning is now. Are there other words like that that don't necessarily have a translation that maybe either we've taken or another culture has taken and adopted and there's not really a direct translation for?
I'm not sure what else there is that the English language have taken besides smorgasbord and ombudsman.
Yeah.
But we definitely have very specific words for something. So if let's say you're living with your boyfriend or girlfriend, then you are sambos. So living together people,
Okay.
basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So instead of saying this is my sambu, you would say,
Yeah.
instead of saying this is my girlfriend.
Oh,
or
cool.
My boyfriend.
So it's like another layer
It's
in
like
the
yeah. So it's saying that we live together.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Spanish has a lot of those words too. I can't think of any. I can only think of two, which are curse words. But I'm not gonna say them because my mom watches this.
Yeah.
But there
Hi
are
from the
a
Chili
couple.
Man.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
I would say we have, well, for our grandparents, for example, we have specific words for my grandma on my mother's side and my grandma on my father's side. So you would have farmor on the father's side and murmur on the mother's side.
And that makes so much sense, too. It's one of those things in English why I'm wondering why, with the English being like the language that's sort of derived from all the other ones, where you cut a lot of corners in weird places that later cause communication errors, or maybe not errors, but like it's way easier to use a word. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it, but to use a specific word for like, this is my dad's dad versus my mom's dad, which, otherwise you're like, oh, it's my grandfather on my mother's side. I mean, that's a whole sentence.
Yeah, or
We
you
could just have
gotta
one word.
add that last name.
Right, exactly. Yeah. This is my Grandpa Lundquist.
This is my Grandpa Lundquist. He makes soda.
Grandpa Lundquist, if you're out there, call us.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We love your stuff.
Yeah, love it.
So let's move on over to dessert.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Or are you full?
No, I mean, I am a little full, to be honest with you, but
Yes.
I'm a man of the people. I'm
Okay,
here
that's
I
good.
will suffer for my art.
So we have a apple crumble pie,
Okay.
which is something that we love to do in Sweden. And then my wife made a Swedish chocolate cake called kladdkaka, which roughly translated is sticky gooey cake.
Perfect. That sounds
Yeah.
delicious. Yeah.
And then we have the
Oh, yes.
really important Christmas tradition
Aladdin.
of an Aladdin chocolate box. This is a must.
So what's the deal with that? Is it just like a bunch of different chocolates in there?
Yes.
Everybody
So
picks?
you have a bunch of different nice little chocolates in here.
Perfect.
Upside down.
And
That's fine. We'll flip it.
yeah.
We'll flip it in post.
And then there's really
Yeah. They didn't make it easy
there
for you.
we go.
There we go. Yeah, you
There
can see
we
it
go.
now.
Yeah, because that's the right way, but then you got to go that to get it.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
Oh, that's fun. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, where should we start?
Let's-
Oh, we also made that custard sauce for it, for
Yes.
the pie, too.
Yes.
So,
So
here,
I'll
we'll
go
do one of
grab
those
that.
things where we snap out of existence while I
Yep.
get a knife for the pies. All right, everyone, we've moved on to the dessert portion of the day.
Yes.
This is the part, so we've got in front of you, this is a little vanilla custard sauce that we put
Yes.
together. I don't have the box on the
I was
table,
gonna
but it's
say.
something that we carry here.
I'll go get it.
All right,
didn't even
I'll
notice you.
show everybody. Unless we threw it out already.
Put that in the fridge.
Do you put the box in the fridge? Yes. So let me give you a little look at the texture on it. It's got a good. Here you go. I'll give that back then. So here you go. Ekstrom's instant vanilla sauce. So this is really easy. It's just the powder packet and a little bit of milk. Whisk it together. Boom, baby. You got something sweeter than Yoo-hoo.
Yep.
So what's the score on that? We take.
So we'll do that with the apple pie. So
Okay.
let's start with the apple pie.
You want to pass the pie to you?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you start.
So is it just like a normal apple pie with?
Yeah, it's like an apple crumble pie with a crumble top.
Oh, isn't that called like Dutch style or something?
Yes, actually, I think the packaging did say it was Dutch style.
So what came first, the Dutch or the Swedish?
That's a great question. That's a question for
I'm
Google.
gonna say the Swedish, but
Okay.
we don't know.
He's going full nationalist
Yeah,
on the show today.
exactly. No, but I mean the thing with the Dutch one is that they actually have like a pie crust on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Like Swedish crumble pie, usually you
It's just
have
the pie
filling
bottom.
and
And
then
then yeah. And I go back and forth on crust. It's fun.
I mean the crumble topping is what makes it.
Yeah, and I guess I'll take this and
Yes.
pass it around. So
Yes.
do you just drizzle a little of this on top?
Yep. Or a lot.
Or a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked your description yesterday of the, you were like, yeah, it's just mostly custard and a little bit of apple pie.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid that was the deal. Like 80% custard sauce, 20% pie.
Well, it's like you see the memes at Thanksgiving about people putting together their pumpkin pie and it's just like a mound of whipped cream. I'm into it. Beautiful. It looks lovely. Now I don't want to wait for Ozzy to eat.
It's okay.
I'm a dessert guy. I love a little sweetness.
I need a little sweetness.
It matches my personality.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of like that.
Story of you on the bus.
No. Yeah, it came out white. But no, yeah, this is kind of it's like the icing and like a Cinnabon or something like that, but like way more appetizing.
Oh yeah.
Of
Wait till
all
you try it.
creamy white sauces there are.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put this.
That's fine. We'll find room.
All right.
That's the beauty of the smorgasbord. There's room for everything.
Smorgasbord. All right. We chowing down?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're chowing down. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the cream sauce is awesome.
Yeah.
And I should mention, we got this pie in the Jungle Jim's Bakery. So you can get one right now. As I see all of you walking to the store, it's time for a little Dutch-style apple pie. That guy knows what I mean.
Yeah. I can't see anything with the reflection, so.
Oh, okay. He seemed happy.
That's good.
This is great.
But yeah, it pairs really well together.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. It's almost like you made like a vanilla cream, like almost like melted ice cream, kind of that, but
I'd
a little.
say it's better than melted ice cream.
I like the texture more. It's almost like, well, you mentioned custard earlier. It's like close to that, almost like pudding adjacent.
Yeah. Yeah. So the best thing to do is heat up your pie a little bit, and then make sure your vanilla sauce is super cold.
Yeah,
You get that nice contrast between hot and cold.
that's amazing. I could eat this all day.
Well, you'll have plenty of leftovers.
What do you think, Oz? Sorry, feeling good?
Sorry, I went
I
like
only wanted to ask you during a bite.
It's okay. My eyes went black and I just started eating this. I was going feral on it.
See, that's the through line of Christmas celebrations, right?
Yeah.
We all just let our eyes go dark and eat everything that's on the plate in front of us.
It's okay.
This is delicious. I want to do a Swedish Christmas all the time.
I'm gonna move this mustard thing. I'm not. It's like starting to whisper at me.
I'm hearing voices.
Yeah.
And it's saying mustard and herring.
It's okay.
It's good. So last up, I guess the closer for today is your wife's chocolate cake.
Well, we do have the Aladdin.
Oh, and the Aladdin. Okay, so we close with Aladdin. I think that's the.
Let's do that.
All right, I'll pass this baby around. This looks so good. Thank you.
I am absolutely stuffed like a turkey,
Yeah.
but I will not stop eating. I'm obligated by contract to finish this.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm already excited based on the texture of this.
Yep. Yeah, so sticky, gooey chocolate cake.
Stick your hand in there and just.
Yeah, right. Just get it out. It almost looks like brownie the way I want a brownie. You know what I mean? Did I get it?
Yeah, like a super soft baked brownie-ish.
Oh, you know, it reminds you of those like Papa John's big brownies, but like not awful and disgusting.
But Papa John didn't eat 40 of them in the last 25 days.
Yeah, I'm sorry to shack or whatever, but like those things are not good. This looks amazing. It looks appetizing and moist.
It's amazing.
Good.
Christ.
I already took a bite. I'm sorry, Ozzy.
Hey man, I don't.
I was polite the entire episode, and I get to dessert, and I'm just like, sorry, all bets are off.
It's sticking to my spoon.
Use,
There you go.
You know what? I'm just taking the spoon with me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
We're
my
all
spoon.
friends now.
Sticky, gooey chocolate cake.
I love it.
So, kladdkaka.
Cloud
Kladdkaka.
That word, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll send you links to recipes, and we can put
That'd
them
be
up in
great.
the description.
This goes hard. Just amazing.
It's
Yeah.
crazy good.
So this one you can also heat up a little bit, and then
Yeah.
you put some vanilla ice cream with it,
Oh, yeah. Or more of your...
or more of this.
I'm gonna go
Yep.
sicko
That's a great
mode.
idea.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, I might
sicko
got another
mode.
bite or
Yeah.
two left in that. Go for it.
Oh,
I'm going goblin mode, but it has
Going-
2 B's in it.
goblin mode. I didn't mean to peek the mic there or something.
It's fine. Let's see how that tastes. I'll pass this back to you, Seb. So are there any other traditions that we should be aware of that are not necessarily just food-based for the holidays that are fun?
Yeah, we watch Donald Duck's Christmas special at 3 p.m.
Is there a
That's
significance
when it's
to
on
3 p.m.?
TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Which special is that? What happens in that one?
It's like the little I'm not even
Is it
sure
him and the Chipmunks?
I'm not even yeah, the one with the chipmunk, that's usually one of the
Okay.
clips. But there's a lot of small Christmas snippets from like various Disney movies from
Sure.
throughout the years.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's like a Donald Duck Christmas special anywhere else. I think it's more a Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
but
That's
you
fine.
just call it,
A national thing?
yeah.
Wow.
I love
Yep.
it.
Reminds me of in Mexico, everyone watches Spy Kids 3D on December 23rd. That's a real thing.
What?
Do not look it up. Yep. That's
You said do not look
do
it
not
up?
look it up. That's a real thing. We all watch Spy Kids 3D. December 23rd.
That's crazy. I can't wait to celebrate with you this
Do
year.
not look it up, though.
Yeah,
not look it
yeah. Don't check it out.
Please.
But meanwhile, Sylvester Stallone is listening to this podcast, and he's like, "You're finally watching me in that movie."
He's a national. No,
Right?
seriously,
Wasn't he the
Mexican
bad
people
guy
love,
in the third one?
Yeah, he is. Mexican
It's a
people
good
love
reference.
Sylvester Stallone.
How can you not love Sylvester Stallone? Have you watched Tulsa King yet? It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
It's great, actually. It's really good. Yeah, I've only caught the first 2 episodes. Highly recommend it. Sorry to get off topic.
No, that's
Oh.
great. I've been waiting to watch the guy that wrote Yellowstone.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan can do no wrong. Watch Wind River too if you want to have a rough emotional day, but it's
We
also
love
very good.
Wind River here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, yeah, watch Donald Duck's Christmas special. That's the big thing. And then, like I said, you do your Christmas table, smorgasbord. And you just sit on the couch and you have a food baby.
yeah. I'm giving birth.
Yep.
What?
I don't know. I just found food baby funny.
This has been amazing. Seb, I'm so glad that we met. I'm glad that we got to do fun stuff like this together. I appreciate you introducing me to this culture.
Hey, I'm super appreciative for you having me here and letting me, share some of my
Yeah, it's fun.
heritage.
I always love learning about this stuff. And as I get older, I don't have kids, so Christmas is a little different when you're like my age and, well, I guess like our age, not yours. The magic goes away and all that stuff. So where I've been finding the magic is learning different traditions and trying new things and using it as like, okay, this is like a fun celebration all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not Christian even, so it's like it's really just, I think I just like lights a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's good food, good seasonal treats. I'm into it. So truly, I mean, I really do appreciate it. So
And then we got the Aladdin box then.
how can we say
it's
no to this?
2 layers of chocolate truffles.
Oh, they look cute.
And there's different house rules. So
Okay.
in some households, you're allowed to go to the second layer before the first layer is done.
And it's there's like okay.
Yeah, there's a whole another
set
layer
of-
exactly
okay.
the same underneath. Some households, you got to finish the top layer before you can go to the second
That
layer.
makes sense too. What kind of household did you grow up in?
We were allowed to go to the second layer
Cool.
because
Nice.
there's a white chocolate in the middle.
Yeah, and it's the same on both layers,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Who wants the white chocolate?
I don't, honestly. That's the least. And do they label what flavors are which in here?
Yes. So, but not in English, of course.
That's fine, though. No, that's fun. Part of the fun of this, look, this is something I think is fun about Jungle Gym. Sometimes you just got to get lost in the store.
Lost in the
Yeah. So
sauce.
now here we have it in Swedish and in Finnish.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Good finish to the meal.
Yes. There we go. There we go. So we have fall nougats, raspberry licorice,
Ooh.
liqueur truffle.
Is there one that you think we should really try as normies?
I would either go with the nut truffle, like a hazelnut,
Okay.
or the
Raspberry licorice.
cacao crisp.
Oh, okay.
Cacao crisp. There's rum raisin.
Oh,
Do you like
okay.
rum raisin?
I don't know if I do.
There's,
I want to go wacky. I want to get the wackiest.
Okay.
I think we should make him try the raspberry licorice combo. Because if you and I ate that together last time,
I was going to say, because if you don't like it, then that's a waste. Yes.
that's
we'll do
true. Oh, you really like it though, right? Yeah. So then let's
That. No,
not,
we'll
maybe
do
not
that.
try it.
I think that's a
We
good.
can split it.
No,
Yeah, we got a knife on the table still, right? Where's
go.
my electric chainsaw?
one of those?
Okay. I was thinking more like Lady and the Tramp, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yep.
That's fine. Yeah, good luck it. Good
And
on the camera.
then
I'll try whatever you think I should try.
I was going to say, do you?
Almost from
I did just clean the carpets yesterday, so it couldn't be
Yeah.
the worst time.
No, I've ate out your.
No, I think you should try one of those as well.
Okay.
So that's that
Really?
one.
This
Yep.
one here?
Yep. Then I'll go with the nut truffle safeguard.
I liked the combo of these last time when you had me try that two together.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I should say too that this is a mix between milk chocolate and dark
Dark.
chocolate.
Okay,
truffles.
cool. Yeah. The raspberry offsets that. And I know I said it earlier, but as a not fan of licorice,
Yeah.
the raspberry offsets it so nicely. And it
Now
almost
you-
has that,
Now you add the creaminess of chocolate.
which is amazing. And so it ends up having, in a weird way, the flavors aren't the same, but it kind of reminds me of the holidays in a similar way that the glug did. You know, where it's got a lot of those familiar flavors all at one place.
That is delectable.
Do you love it?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So last time we tried the salty licorice, like the Swedish fish
Yeah.
style, and then the raspberry one and ate that together. Fire.
Yeah, and that's
As 10-year-old influencer Noah would say, it's bussin'.
It'd be bussin'.
What a beautiful end of the meal.
Yeah.
I love it. Seb, you're the best. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Have a beautiful Christmas. Enjoy the
Thank
holidays,
you.
all that
You
stuff.
too. God jul allihopa.
Oh, thank you. See, I love it.
You are invited to my 23rd screening of Spy Kids 3D. My family will expect you.
Awesome. Thank you.
She's got the good pozole out for that one this year.
There you go.
Ozzy, all kidding aside, thank you so much. Appreciate
No,
it.
thank you.
Yeah. What'd you think? I thought this was fun. I mean, you helped me explore your culture back in May. So I thought this was a fun turnaround. Do you have any favorites in the whole lineup today?
Yeah, so the mackerel is
Still top for you, huh?
probably still top. The rice porridge remind me a lot of arroz con leche, but like less sweet and more like a meal, and I really like that
Yeah.
because I can eat a lot of it, and not feel guilty. The rye bread's really good by itself, and all the desserts just smack and go hard.
Yeah.
You know, they're just great, and I appreciate you showing me your culture.
Yeah, thank you.
Never would have done this all by myself. You know.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, dude. I appreciate you. All right, everyone. Well, have a great holiday. Thanks for coming in. Coming to Jungle Gyms. Try all the stuff that we ate today, too, and you will not be sorry. And if you are sorry, I don't actually read the complaints, so good for you.
The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.